Let us now once again invite PIA Director General Jose A. Torres Jr. to deliver his opening statement, which will be followed by an opening statement and presentation by the Authority of the Freeport Area of Bataan. The AFAB is headed by President and CEO Mohamed Hussein Pangandaman and is accompanied by Deputy Administrator for Operations, Attorney Michael Angelo Padiranga, and Office of the Administrator Group Head and Corporate Affairs Manager, Attorney Percival Peralta.
Good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon sa mga kasama natin sa media. Welcome once more sa ating weekly media forum and press conference. At kasama natin ngayon at ang pag-uusapan natin ay tungkol po sa negosyo. Kasi you might alam nyo naman na ang ating kasalukuyang administrasyon, ang ating pamahalaan ay talagang tumututok doon sa economic issues na makakatulong sa pag-unlad ng ating bansa. Kaya maswerte po tayo ngayon, kasama natin ang Authority of the Freeport Area of Bataan para ipakilala sa atin ang mga programa, mga proyekto at mga pakinabang natin sa mga areas na ito, economic zones na ito na makakatulong sa pag-unlad ng ating bansa. So let's welcome Administrator and CEO Mohamed Hussein Pangandaman sa ating programa this afternoon.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good afternoon. To our esteemed partners at the Philippine Information Agency under the leadership of Director General Jose Torres Jr., we extend our sincere gratitude for providing us with a platform to introduce AFAB, allowing us to share our message and stories. And to our friends from the media, thank you for being the essential link between AFAB and the wider public, and of course to our viewers and listeners online. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you for joining us today to discuss the exciting developments within the Freeport area of Bataan, the first and premier freeport and economic zone in the Philippines. We were established in 1969 by the late President Ferdinand Marcos as the Bataan Export Processing Zone. And fast forward to 2009 up to now, the AFAB has emerged as a cornerstone of the nation's economic landscape, contributing significantly to both national growth and global recognition. But we are here to let you know that our vision extends beyond history. Since my appointment last April 28th of this year, we have worked diligently to streamline our business processes. Aligning with the Ease of Doing Business Act, we are also staying current with the evolving business landscape by actively reviewing and updating our implementing rules and regulations to ensure a responsive regulatory framework supporting business across various industries in the FAB. And we also aim to leverage and maximize the new mandates of the AFAB under the Republic Act 11453, particularly in attracting emerging industries, and the enhancement of our operations in ports, safety, security, as well as ecological management. In the coming years, I am determined to lead the AFAB towards a next-level economic zone, consistently evolving and adapting towards a future where AFAB stands as a symbol of innovation, progress, and excellence in the Philippines. And to present more insights into AFAB's transformative journey, please allow us to present the following audiovisual presentations.
You could be a fast-growing enterprise with aspirations for global success, or an established business looking to take the next big step. Whatever future you are aiming for, we are the future's answer to business. And the future starts now. We are the first to the future. We are the Freeport area of Bataan. Envisioned to boost the country's development as early as 1969 due to its strategic location, the then Bataan Export Processing Zone was the first economic zone in the Philippines. Despite reaching success in its early years, the BEPS faced various problems leading to its decline. And so, in 2009, to reinvigorate the once trailblazer of development, the BEPS was transformed into the Freeport area of Bataan. Through passion, partnership, and a sincere drive to make lives better, it has established itself as an engine of growth. Since its inception, it has advanced in a rate that's not just acceptable, but hands down off the charts. Part of this growth are our enterprises engaged in manufacturing and electronics, power and oil, and even tourism. And to take the fab to the next level, we are set to be the home to future and emerging industries, including financial technology solutions, distributed ledger technology, incubation facilities, artificial technology and intelligence, electronic vehicle and battery technology, and defense technologies. But why choose fab? Find your Freeport. The 1,700-hectare fab main zone is home to its own dam, complemented by a water treatment and sewage treatment facility. Power from the grid is complemented by power generated from solar roofings. Our future plans include the development of a central business district, a beachfront boulevard, and the redevelopment of the Fab Golf Course. Within proximity to the Fab main zone is the future landing site of the Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge, a 32-kilometer bridge spanning Manila Bay, connecting Central and South Luzon. Outside the Fab main zone are 18 Fab expansion areas found across the province of Bataan that is host to a variety of industries, from manufacturing to IT BPO and tourism. Annex your area. By virtue of Republic Act 11453, Fab expansion areas may be declared anywhere in the province of Bataan. With this, investors can find their ideal location anywhere within the province. Boost your business. Armed with comprehensive tax and fiscal incentives, streamlined operations and business processes, and competitive costs of doing business. Doing business in the Fab is simply a world-class experience. With a lively and bustling community surrounding the area, where work and life are integrated, this is your ideal investment destination. This is where we make it all happen for you. We make it happen in the Philippines because we are the first and we are the future. We are the Freeport area of Bataan.
That concludes our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ang exciting talaga ng hapon natin ngayon, panay investment yung pinag-uusapan. Because we make it happen in the Philippines. So, diba? Any question from may mga tanong po ba kayo? Yes, ma'am. Yung microphone.
Sir, yung ano po, investment nyo lang, how much investments have you approved this year and what is your target approved investments this year, 2023? Thank you.
Thank you for asking. Since I assumed office last May 9, our approved committed investment has reached around 10.6 billion pesos. And on process po is around 3.5 billion pesos. So that's expected to be to be realized this year.
Sir, target investments for next year, target approved investments for next year. Thank you.
For next year,
Gandang hapon. For next year, in the pipeline is a 1.2 billion uh, expansion area for CME, meaning with CME facility, this is the production of the legally required um, fuel component. In this case, the investor would be Petron Corporation. And then there is another online in the pipeline, ongoing construction of a 1,300 megawatt power generation plant, also at another expansion area. And then there's another 1.4 billion expansion or new line of business activity of Philcement, which is another major locator of the Freeport of Bataan. And there's in the pipeline as well, and for our expansion area, a food processing plant of San Miguel Corporation. This amounts to probably 5 to 10 billion pesos.
Sir, yung sa power plant, anong company, sir? Sorry.
As regards the power plant, this is a power plant of a subsidiary of the San Miguel Corporation. This is a coal-fired power plant, yeah, and this will be located at Mariveles, just outside of Mariveles.
Yeah, in addition to the query about the investment, for 2023, we have already attained the target. In fact, the target for the entire 2023 is 10.65 billion. And as mentioned by our administrator, we already have, just during his term, which started in May of this year, we have already attained an additional 10.6 billion. So we are very excited to see that we will be able to surpass significantly our target for 2023. And for 2024, we expect additional influx of capital. And considering that even in emerging technologies, we will also be allowing the entry of new players as we will be availing of the provision of Republic Act 11534 or 11453, I would say, giving us the authority to issue new licenses for new or emerging technologies. Thank you.
Hello po, Noel Talakay po ng PTV News. Sir, pa-expand lang po ko doon sa sinasabi nyo, surpass significantly noong 2023. Pa-expand lang po, sir. Thank you. Bakit po nyo sabi na surpass nyo po yung investment po ba to? Bakit nyo po nasabi na na-surpass? Thank you po.
Yes. Committed investment, additional investment, or total committed investment for 2023 is 10.65 billion. Na-reach na po namin yan. We have already fully realized that target, and we're expecting that by the end of this year, we will be posting a very significant surplus in our target. Thank you.
of nationality, sir, sino yung pinakamalaking investor nyo in terms of nationality this year?
Well, mostly Filipinos pa rin. Filipinos. And secondly, Koreans. Yes.
Sir, how do you assess the interest of locators or investors projecting next year or 2025 from outside?
Well, as mentioned by Attorney Peralta, in our 6 months in office, we have already reached around 14 billion in investment. So that's already committed, meaning that's already on paper po. So by end of this year, we are proud to say that in only span of 6 months, umabot na po kami sa ganong amount. And for the coming year, no, next year, we are expecting different investors from different countries. During our previous investment missions in Singapore, Dubai, Spain, Portugal, and Korea, will be
Would be reduced to just 45 minutes now. Although Japan is a mature market kasi Japanese have been here in the Philippines for the longest time. They have established their manufacturing industries in the south, say Laguna, Cavite. Now, if the travel time from Cavite to Mariveles will be reduced to 45 minutes, they won't use the NLEX, SLEX anymore. Movement of cargo and other logistics will really be the cost for moving cargoes and logistics will be greatly reduced. So, since the Freeport area of Bataan, as shown in our video, we offer the least cost operation cost, meaning less rental fees, less power and water utility bills for locators. So, an investor can set up shop at the Freeport area of Bataan. Maybe it's an expansion factory. They will also probably have one in Laguna, but it would be best for them also to set up shop at the Freeport area of Bataan and maximize their profit because of the less cost of operation. Again, this will also benefit the other free ports because although Bataan right now at the Freeport, we have 8 ports, seaports, and ongoing there are 2 seaports that are being developed. So really this can be a corridor for the supply and movement of goods. And for us, anyway, the objective is to generate more employment and raise revenues for our country. So all will benefit from this. As you know, the end, depending on where you will be coming from. If you're coming from Cavite, the exit point will be at Alas Asin, Mariveles, Bataan. This is just at the doorstep of the Freeport area of Bataan. So see, there is really great potential, and the Japanese market is looking at this. More of their questions was with respect to this new forthcoming major project of our national government under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.
Sir, the president has been very active in promoting investments in the country and even going around the world to invite investors, no, locators. Kumusta naman po yung impact ng mga mga pagbisita ng Pangulo or doon sa kanyang mga sales speech niya doon sa iba't ibang bansa na kanyang mga pinuntahan? Malaki ba talaga yung naiambag nito doon sa pagdating ng mga investors?
Well, definitely. In fact, for again, no, in our 6 months of office dito po sa AFAB, our visitors are we're overwhelmed with visitors. Kwento nga nung mga dati pong taga-AFAB araw-araw ho parang parang fiesta. So non-stop po yung bisita namin, and renewed interest from locators and of course potential locators who wants to do business in AFAB. Because as you know, since Bataan is under Region 3, and Region 3 is the biggest chunk of our national GDP. It comes from Region 3. So dito talaga yung malaking bulto ng national coffers natin ay nanggagaling po sa Region 3 from various industries. And I think AFAB right now is in the right place and in the right time. Dahil po dito sa sa planned Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge, which is already in the pipeline. In fact, more than a month ago, nag-umpisa na po yung surveying ng property, and hopefully by January, mag-umpisa na po yung proyekto.
Mayroon ba tayong target kung kailan na to, or projection kung kailan kaya ito matatapos or ma-realize?
Well, I think DPWH is the proper authority to answer that question, but based on the uh, on their press release, parang in 5 years yata, that's the target, no? By 2028.
That would be a very good legacy of this administration. Yes, other questions from our friends from the media?
Ano po yung name nung ano, you mentioned that a Japanese company plans to expand or set up shop in Bataan Freeport Zone. Is that correct, sir? May we know the name of the Japanese company po? Thank you.
Well, right now we have existing Japanese companies, no? One is Minibeya Mitsumi. That's an electronics company. It's been with AFAB for several decades. They're into manufacturing of electric components. And Mitsumi is responsible for the 30% of the world's supply on components. Diyan po gawa yan sa Bataan. And ito ngayon, we have ongoing applications. For one is a parang ano ng Impero, no? Impero Group of Japan. It's a fintech company. They have an ongoing application, and one of their partners, I think, is GICC Property Access, and Zai Wealth yata yung ano, may ano sa Japan. And they're into tokenization of real estate. So makikita nyo sa ibang countries na they're doing it right now. The use of cryptocurrency on buying shares on real estate.
Curious lang po ako, sir, kanina man na-mention doon sa presentation yung about mga artificial intelligence at ibang mga, can you expound on that? Kung anong klaseng investments ang meron sa technology, siguro, communications and informations?
Yes, thank you for that question. Ito po yung isang napakagandang feature ng batas or charter ng AFAB. Ang original charter ng AFAB was Republic Act 9728, which was amended by Republic Act 11453 in 2019. Isa sa mga feature ho na ibinigay is to authorize AFAB to license, register, regulate, supervise, approve, accept, accredit, and allow any local or foreign business enterprise or investment in the FAB, such as the following. Ito na po yung number one is electric vehicle, electronic aircraft and battery technology, artificial technology, intelligence, blockchain, business process outsourcing, cloud computing, cybersecurity, distributed ledger technology, financial technology solution, Internet of Things, virtual reality, cryptocurrency mining, and so on and so forth. Mahaba po ito. Pero ito po yung tinatawag natin na new or emerging technologies na mapalat po ang AFAB. At ito po yung kauna-unahan na government agency which has been granted the authority to issue and supervise and monitor such kinds of businesses. Mapaalat po tayo. Even in other jurisdictions in other countries, bihira pa lang po sa kanila ang merong ganitong provision ng batas authorizing a certain government agency to issue licenses and monitor and supervise the same. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na new emerging technologies.
Yes, sir. Kaya napaka-interesting kasi may kasama, for example, blockchain. And it also requires fast connectivity. So will there be mga sa underwater cabling from other countries, connectivity going directly to the Freeport from Japan or from other countries? Yung connectivity po natin.
Yes, that is one aspect of AFAB that most of the investors are looking at also, because you have to have infrastructure support to host this kind of technology. So this direction is being looked at, and of course, before we ask investors to come in, there has to be a ready support for that for them already.
So we expect that those infrastructures will be in place soon.
Yes, in fact, we already started. Our underground fiber optic cabling project is ongoing, and we're expecting it to be fully operational in the coming months. Meron na ho kaming internet infrastructure that's already in place.
And additional thing that APAP can be proud of, aside po sa internet reliability, is that we have the lowest cost of electricity in the country. Right now, we are averaging about 7 pesos per kilowatt hour. So, yun po yung isang bagay na pwede naming may pagmalaki and additional incentive for new investors to be coming in to APAP.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon po. Can you confirm, ito pong parang 6 months ago, that there were Chinese investors, particularly the Department of Electronic Commerce and Information Ministry of Commerce, MOFCOM, na nag-visit na daw po sa Freeport area of Bataan. I'd just like to know, number one, ano po yung plano nilang i-invest kung totoo po ito na nagpunta po sila? And then, would you be able to confirm whether magkakaroon po ba halimbawa ng parang mga casino or entertainment, mga ganon? And if meron po, parang halimbawa po paano po natin mare-regulate halimbawa yung mga pogo, mga ganyan. We all know that very controversial po kasi yung
May we know what is the exact date? Because we assume office second week of May. Though, no, hindi na ho namin siguro inabutan yan.
Okay. Ano po, sometime in April daw po, it was published in the newspaper. But will you be welcoming Chinese investors?
Well, since it's a free port, marami ho talagang pumupunta dyan sa amin. No? There are also some, admittedly, we have Chinese nationalities no, who came to visit AFAB. Particularly LGUs from some mainlands in China. Itong Zhangzhou, the mayor of Zhangzhou City in China, already visited AFAB months ago. And also the newly appointed mayor. So dalawa na bumisita sa amin dyan. And their intention is not really casino and pogo. In fact, manufacturing yung kanilang interest. For one is mariculture. That's one. Number two, manufacturing of electrical components. That's also one of their intentions. And mostly like that and in steel companies. Yun yung mga appetite na pumupunta ng mga Chinese nationals na bumibisita po sa amin. But so far as gaming or casinos are concerned, wala pong ganon.
Sir, ito po, isa pa po, yun daw pong si, tawag dito, Donald Lim, are you familiar po sa kanya po regarding dun sa Global Blockchain Hub?
Yeah, right now we are not familiar with any transaction with Mr. Donald Lim at the moment. What Uh, as far as we are no, concerned, as of the moment, we don't have any any information about.
I see. And
Excuse me.
okay.
To follow that up, no, sinabi ni Administrator, this morning I just came from a meeting and the direction of one Chinese company is to set up an aqua agri production. Aqua agri in Bataan, one of our expansion areas. As you know, as shown in our video, investments are not only confined to the main zone, which is 1,671 hectares, but investors can look at the other areas in the entire Bataan province. So this is what makes FAB, the Freeport area of Bataan, unique. This is not an authority given to the other freeports. So what happens, to explain so that you might be able to understand, how does one become a FAB expansion area? What you do if you're an investor, you look for a Filipino partner or ka-joint venture mo na may pag-aari na lupain malawak na pwedeng i-develop into a zone, and then get the concurrence of the local government unit, and then have it registered sa AFAP. So this is pretty unique. Now we have 18 expansion areas. So kung ikaw ang investor, ikot ka muna sa Bataan. Saan mo ba gustong mag-invest? Agri ba? Infrastructure ba? Power generation ba? You have that option.
Last na lang po, sorry. Yun pong interested po ako dito sa yung 5-hour travel marireduce to 45 minutes, and then sabi nyo nga po, di ba, may mga agri-investment and mga ganun po. So, does it mean na yung pong pagta-transport po ng mga gulay, mga ganyan, mga agri-products, it would be more easier and magiging cheaper na po dito, or hindi na mabubulukan ng mga kung ano mang mga produktong agrikultura somewhere doon sa parte po ng Bataan or Nueva Ecija, yung mga karatig nila na probinsya?
Yeah, if we're going to talk about agricultural products, of course. But that's an option now that will be provided to all these businessmen. They can use NLEX or they can use this new bridge.
Ayun, thank you po.
Siguro in addition to Attorney Mike's explanation, I think there will be a closer business coordination between Region 4 and Region 3. Kasi sila po yung talagang magbe-benefit yan eh. Making the provinces of Cavite, Laguna, Batangas to have closer trading arrangements with the provinces of Zambales, Bataan, and other neighboring provinces.
Isang interesting feature na sinabi niyo yung bago, yung expansion. Naisip ko lang, sir. Halimbawa, may mga magkakapitbahay, malalaki lupain nila. Halimbawa, tig 10 hectares, maliit lang pala. Tapos 10 sila, so meron silang 100 hectares na piece of land, pero malayo sila doon sa andito sila sa bungad, area, ibang bayan na malayo doon sa kung saan sa sentro ng processing zone or ng area. So they can come together, be a cooperative and register doon sa inyo, and they can they can invite locators na and bahagi na sila ng Freeport.
That is what is usually happening because how else can you gather a sizable area? Diba? So, but it has to be sizable kasi economy of scale eh. So how can you apply for an expansion area if you only have 5 hectares? Diba? So it has to be sizable because investors also would like to see an area where there is possibility of expansion. Okay? So ganun lang, ang unang hakbang lang, pag meron kayong ganyan, meron kayong kausap na investor. Tapos, kukunin nyo yung approval ng local government unit. Ngayon, sabihin natin, sa bayan ng Bacak, meron kayong lupa doon, kukunin mo muna yung approval ng local government unit. So, ibig sabihin, council yan. Tapos, pag nakuha mo na, that's the time that you visit us at AFAP.
Because that way kasi sir, everyone will benefit from this free port, di ba? Including yung, halimbawa, mga maliliit nga na mga mamamayan, tapos they come together, then they convince their council, so even the community, even the town will benefit from the free port. Kahit malayo sila kung saan yung the other locators and investors are. Okay.
Yep. In addition po doon, actually po, meron tayong tinatawag na mga economic indicators. We evaluate the feasibility of the projects, yung mga papasok na capital, yung activity mismo. Then once they qualify for those indicators, then that's the time for us to make a recommendation to the board of directors for approval. Ito pong maganda dito is compared sa PESA, mabilis po ang approval ng expansion area kasi board lang ho namin ang approve. Sa PESA, pupunta pa ho sa Office of the President for approval. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. May dagdag pa bang? Yes, sir.
Good morning po sa lahat. At lalo na kay admin.
Gabi na, hapon na po.
Opo, good afternoon. Sir, kagagaling ko lang po kanina kay Congressman Mark Wangco. Siya po yung main author ng yung sa atom nuclear. Sabi niya nasa third hearing na daw po at pumabor daw po ang 200 congressman sa pagsasabatas nito. Sakali man po sir na may sabatas po ito, ano po ang magiging tulong po nito? Although hindi naman niya pinipilit na ilagay ulit doon sa lugar ng Bataan, pero ano po ang magiging tulong nito sa AFAB at ano po nakikita ninyo magiging sooner o possible na magiging partnership po ninyo dito?
Well, in terms of power generation, it is noteworthy to say that AFAB is one of the biggest in power distribution. If you check our data, more than 1.2 billion of our annual revenue comes from power distribution. Dahil mayaman no kami sa mga power plants. We have GN Power, we have several solar power plant projects. And with regards to the Bataan nuclear power plant, yan ho yung mga lagi namin pinag-uusapan ni Congressman Abet Garcia. We're fully aware of the debates that's been going on in Congress between him and Congressman Coangco. Ito pong history ng nuclear power plant, no, fast forward, no, ngayon na lang, marami na hong tumingin dyan. They made their already conducted an inspection. Well, tiningnan nila mabuti kung papapakinabangan pa ba. And most of these companies who have checked out the power plant think it is more expensive to rehabilitate than to build a new one. So kung matutuloy yung nuclear power plant, maski sino magsabi, outdated na ho yung niyan. That's why me and Congressman Garcia, isa ho sa may mga options ho kami na pinag-uusapan dyan sa nuclear. In fact, for one is we're bidding for the transfer of the national yung underground cabling, yung ating data center. That's a very strategic location for our national yung underground cable ng data center. That's one. Kung pag-usapan naman, kunyari magpagawa, sinabi niyo po kanina na sa usaping kongreso, there's a traction na growing majority na to go nuclear. So sa amin naman, malagay po yan sa Bataan o sa labas ng Bataan, makikinaban naman ho yung sambayan ng Pilipino. Because right now, yung power requirements ho natin is growing every year. And malaki ho yung lag, especially in Mindanao. Though most of our power generation comes from Mindanao, sa Mindanao alone, pumapalo na ho yata ng 30% yung lag eh. So we need more power plants. Yun nga ho, whether you put it in Bataan or outside Bataan, it's really a must to build more power plants in the country. And sa amin naman ho sa Bataan, we're going kami ho, our direction now is going green. We started with the coal-fired power plants with the Aboitiz group. Ngayon nagta-transition na ho kami to clean energy. So they're saying that itong mga natin clean coal energy na to, and with the commissioning of the two San Miguel power plants, clean coal power na rin. And also, there are several solar projects in the pipeline. And kung makakapasyalo kayo ng Bataan, marami ho kayong makikitang mga solar farms dyan. And that we are proud of.
O, sakali daw pong maisapatas po ito, sir, possible na magiging head agency po ito at saka yung mga electric companies like Meralcos and mga cooperatives sa mga provinces, kumbaga iko-connecta na lang po sa kanila. Kayo po, ano po yung pananaw ninyo?
Well, simple lang. Like we explained, no, we have the most unique feature of AFAB is our expansion areas. Now, should they decide to apply as an expansion area, why not? They're more than welcome. That's investment. That's additional investment.
Sabi po ni Congressman Mark, magiging 50% and below ang magiging cost ng babayarin po sa kuryente.
Well, dapat ganoon naman talaga eh. Kung natuloy lang yung Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, that was the main goal eh. Hindi sana nagkaroon ng power crisis noong 1980s. At 1990s, kung tinuloy ang Bataan Nuclear Power Plant.
Sir Ben Briones po ng Philippine News Agency. Sir, ano po ang sa tingin niyo naging dahilan ba't hindi na ituloy noon? Yung sa rehabilitation ng BNPP.
Bataan Power Plant? Well, ilang presidente na hong dumaan eh. Marami na hong tumingin dyan. Yun pa rin yung it's more, I think, it's impractical to rehabilitate. So it's more practical to build a new one. So wala lang ho talaga But in the present administration, naman ho tayo, we're going towards green energy. And think with the direction of the President is to address our power crisis. So we're open to all kinds of renewable energy. Nakita niyo natin sa Ilocos, diba? Sila ho yung nauna. And also we're trying to replicate that. In fact, marami na hong mga nag-inquire sa amin na yung windmills na rin for Bataan. One Korean company and one from Dubai also. So ito mga pinag-aaralan namin.
Sir, last na lang po. Ang Pilipinas, marami po tayong vulkan dito eh. Tsaka pwede pong magiging source ng geothermal. Kukunin ko lang po yung pananaw ninyo. Ano pong the best para sa inyo? Geothermal, hydro, solar, or nuclear?
Well, with our current geographical location, since we are surrounded by sea, mahangin ho sa amin, of course, there's renewable talaga. We have vast amounts of land. Of course, solar is always there. Windmill, wind power, yun yung gusto naming umpisahan sa Bataan. Nuclear, pwede. Kaya marami ho kaming pwedeng potential areas na pwedeng paglagyan. Sa geothermal naman, alam mo natin, bandang Pampanga, doon marami kasi may existing yata na dam site that can be converted into energy. So hindi mo namin pwede it's not safe to say na lahat po pwede sa amin. But basing it on our current location, yun yung ideal para sa amin.
Okay, thank you very much po at maraming salamat at naliwanagan tayo doon sa ating mga proposed projects and incoming investments pa at yung napaka-positive na potential ng authority in the Freeport area of Bataan. But sir, ba't FAB lang nakalagay, wala yung A? Wala lang.
Ano po, yung tawag sa lugar namin is the Freeport area of Bataan. AFAB is the authority, meaning the office of the
Yes,
Freeport
oo.
area of Bataan. Para hong Subic. Pag you say Subic,
Oo,
Subic,
Subic lang.
Subic.
Tapos,
Pero ang nagpapatakbong Subic is SBMA.
SBMA, oo.
Parang ganun po.
Okay, thank you very much sa ating mga kaibigan mula sa Freeport area of Bataan. At of course, you're all invited to visit the area para makita natin yung development. But before we go, we would like to ask the administrator to deliver his message.
Salamat po no sa ating mga kaibigan sa media at sa PIA. Pagbibigay po namin ng for giving us an opportunity to introduce our office and our officials no as well. And ang masasabi ko lang po is itong mga nakaraang buwan na pagpapatakbo namin sa AFAB, there's been really big significant changes, and expect more to come in the coming years. And kung meron po kayong panahon, bumisita po kayo sa aming opisina at makita po ninyo kung ano po yung mga pagbabago and mga expected doon na pagbabago sa mga darating na panahon. So yun lang po. Maraming salamat and thank you.
Yan nga po, APAB is very fortunate to have a very dedicated and full of vigor new administrator, Hussein Pangandaman. Kaya po, kagaya sinabi niya, marami pa tayong makikita pa, mawi-witnessan na pagbabago ang Freeport. May po pa namin yung services na manggagaling sa APAB at kagaya sinabi niya, welcome po kayo anytime pumunta po kayo sa APAB para makita niyo po kung what we can offer for our country at sa ating lahat. Thank you po.
Para naman sa ating mga kababayan, sana po ay nakikita ang magandang ginagawa ng present administration ng AFAB under the leadership of Administrator Pagandaman. Maliwanag po ang direction sa amin to aggressively promote the Freeport area of Bataan. Meron man sigurong mga challenges, pero sinisiguro namin na handa kaming i-overcome yung mga challenges. Ganun naman talaga pag nagpapatakbo ng isang Freeport. Salamat po at again, hopefully, you can visit us at the Freeport area of Bataan.